That's the end of the game. All right. Okay, so holy shit, this is probably also gonna be its own video when I get done with it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this timer. I mean, 10 minutes left. That's actually fine. Holy shit! Overall, the game was great. The first 2/3 of the story were fucking awesome. I mean, the game design, the level design, it was the same as the last game, except there weren't as many slides and shit. Very much Metroidvania in a way, just like the previous game. Enemy variety was increased by a little bit more. There's fucking issues going on with this every time it switches. That's not surprising. There was slightly more enemy variety compared to the last game. Just fuck me, man. That well, continue on with that. I'm gonna fucking bitch about the story in a minute. But not increased by much. Maybe by like 33%. There was more enemy variety. Level design for each of the worlds was interesting. Coruscant was, of course, very much layered as you would expect Coruscant to be. The opening of the game was very fascinating to me, excluding all the performance issues. Now, talking about performance issues, as you can see now, whenever it's switching, you can see it kind of flipping into black depending on what changes up top. Like, yeah, there were many performance issues. I crashed twice during the entire fucking game. One was during when I was trying to fast travel. That was actually to be expected from my perspective, because loading the assets was probably going to just cause the game to shit out entirely. But what the crash that really pissed me off was when I was trying to respawn after getting killed by that mana guard a few episodes back. But the story fucking started off so well. And then just like, okay, Coruscant, you have Bode, he's helping you out. You have Cal's team for the past 5 years after the original team split up. And then they all just get fucking murked. All of them die except for Bode. And I was like, okay, there's something off about him, but that's understandable. He's probably a spy. That's cool. And then you go to Kobo, you meet Grease, you do all this stuff. Cal's character development is actually developing. Cal as a character is developing even more. He's growing up even more. He's kind of understanding how to control his emotions a lot better than what he was able to in Fallen Order. But that fucking betrayal on Jedi, fucking awful. That was just dog shit in my personal opinion. Especially like, oh, he's a Jedi. Bode, okay, maybe if the execution was a little bit better, maybe if there were hints of like, there's something even more off about him other than just being possibly a spy. If there were better hints of like, oh, he's a fucking Jedi, and where the players could have noticed and Cal and the other characters didn't notice, it would have been fine. But it's like, I didn't know he was a Jedi. I didn't know he could use the Force. It's like, yeah, because other Force users, well, that's really confusing to me too. And then Seer dies, which I expected that to happen. Cordova was amazing meeting him. He dies. Shit. And then Bode dies. Fucking not surprising that Bode was the final boss after you fight him one time and then supposedly die, you just pass out. When you play as Seer, that was fucking amazing. Because then you get to fight Vader again as Seer. But then she dies. Bode used everybody just so he could keep his daughter safe. I like how it ends off where it's like, okay, Seer left him a message in the Force before she passed on completely. Teach his daughter to use the Force. Teach her how to get past that pain, because she's most likely a Force user. Good. That's perfect. But the fact that Bode was a Force user, coming out of fucking left field, just punching you in the throat. It's like, what the fuck, man? I expected a betrayal to happen. You're just like, alright, after you kill Dagan Gera, you're like, okay. Alright, I'm expecting a betrayal because of how he's acting. We don't see, like, we see him grab the Dagan Gera's lightsaber. It's like, okay, this is unsurprising. He might betray us. He might, because of his skills as a fucking mercenary, or just whatever he was, an officer of the Empire. Like, we expected him to have some kind of training. That's what I expected. But just immediately out of left field, oh, he's a Jedi. Get the fuck out of here. All right, I mean, the explanation was fine. It's just like, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot at this point, man. Like, overall, I'd give the game like fuck, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Cause I had a fucking feeling, by the way, that it was gonna be something that was gonna just frustrate the fuck out of me. And it is this. It was the fact that Bode Katuna, is that his name? Bode Katuna was a fucking Jedi, and they just throw it at you in the left field in the last third of the game. What? Fucking come on! Overall, the game was great. Performance issues, that's unsurprising. I pre-ordered the game because I knew there were going to be performance issues. Outside of that, fuck me, man. It's not. Wow, you can just hear the music rising as you're getting angrier. Like, it's so much promise, especially when, like, okay, you get the fucking, the compass to get through the nebula. Passing through the nebula was cool. Everything else was cool. Just that betrayal. Bode's betrayal, which was expected, and then him turning out like that to be a fucking Jedi. Fuck that shit, man. Could have been better written. God, the music is just so tongue-roll with my anger. God, fucking hell. I mean, the ending is beautiful. They gave Bode a great send-off. Like he was a good character. It's just he was corrupted by his overprotectiveness of his daughter. That's understandable. I mean, Kata, the actress's singing voice for Kata was fucking beautiful. So I'll give it that. Oh, let's look at the special thanks. Mario Perez, Ted Angelilli, Joe Wright, Colin Harris. Production. Oh, these are oh, I forget. They always have production babies. Theodora Ramona de la Rosa Martinez Vos. Martinez Vos. What the fuck? That's a long ass name. I feel bad for her. But yeah, holy shit. God damn. I'm bitching for 7 minutes now. It's just, again, it's a 6.5. Like, in my opinion, this is not including like the performance issues. Well, actually it is including the performance issues, which I expected. God, it just, that turn in the story, the last third of the story of the game, which just kind of a fuck you, really. That's the rest of the story was like, yeah, I want to continue playing this, and just as soon as that happens, you see how mad I get in that video, the last video, pretty much. It's like, okay, fuck it, man. I don't know what. For those that are gonna see this, like me bitching the entire time, both in this video, in the entire finale, and then this by itself, where I'm just fucking complaining the entire time, what do you guys think? I mean, go watch it back if you haven't. It's just, I don't understand why they thought it was a great idea to not leave any fucking hints that he was a Jedi. That's my pet peeve right now. Like, so again, the overall game to me is a fucking like 6.5 out of 10. I mean, when Cal starts to like embrace the dark side, that was interesting. Like, this is now just going on about like other random shit. Overall review, 6.5 out of 10. Now, for other stuff like character customization and stuff like that, that was interesting. I mean, Little Zombie Studios, what the fuck? I've never heard of them. Though they're outsourcing. Okay. Of course, there were issues with certain outfits because like fabrics would just start going everywhere. There are issues with that, and it's just like, holy fuck, man. It was an amazing story, and then they just kind of pull the rug right out from under you, man. Mind block. Keyword Studios. I'm just not watching this because it's I mean, I was really excited, and a lot of it was so fun to me. I was happy that Bode, like, I had a feeling he was going to die at some point. I thought he was going to die halfway through the game. And then Bode, it turned out to be the final boss. I was like, fuck, man. Is it moving side to side, or am I just going insane? I think I'm so mad that I'm like kind of high just from anger. God, it was just like, for those that have actually played the game and have actually finished it, what do you guys think? I want to know in the comments in either one of the videos, either this video, the entire fucking finale, or this my review that's part of the finale. It's I really want to know what you guys think. It doesn't fully matter if you guys are gonna shit on me for like giving it actually a much higher rating than what I would expect people to give it, like especially with like the performance issues. For performance issues, that gets thrown out the window. Overall, first 2/3 of the story, fucking incredible. Last third of the story, go fuck yourself. That is a 2. that is a 2 out of 10. I mean, just because of Bode's betrayal, Seer's death, Cordova's death, and then Bode's death, I mean, that was expected. But I would have rather him died in a hero instead of a fucking villain. But he lived long enough to become the villain. So, I don't know. Geez, other like technical stuff, like sound design, amazing. The score has been incredible for the game. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that in like another update, they'll like allow you to download the score, because I just want to listen to that in the background. Like when I'm editing and stuff, I want to really listen to the score. But holy fuck, man, I'm just... Virtual Shanghai special thanks. How long are these credits? Jesus Christ. Fuck me, man. I just don't know. It's I had so much fun with the game. And it's a 25-hour long game if you're not doing everything. I mean, I did some stuff here and there. I'm not going to play this again for a while, until performance issues are fixed and shit. Because I also need to focus on other shit as well. Minecraft and Skyrim and shit. I just want to get all that stuff out of the way and kind of play whatever, really, just in the meantime. God, I love the music. I'm just so focused on that. The overworld. Oh. Rogue mocap. Oh, okay, so that's all like the mocap shit that was going on. I just kind of look at all these people. I was like, I'm not going to discredit all the people that worked on it, but releasing the game when it had so many performance issues as it did for so many people, including myself, which the performance issues weren't that bad, it's disappointing. Outside of that, I mean, if it released stable enough at a relatively stable, a much more stable, what am I saying? If the game released at a much more stable, what am I thinking of? In a much more stable state, it would have probably been, it wouldn't be review bombed like it is. I mean, I still stand by my review on Steam. That I'm probably gonna have a screenshot of that like on screen. I still stand by that review when I had like 5.5 hours played or whatever. I still stand by it. It's like, for those that like pre-ordered and bought it when it was first coming, when the game first came out, you should have expected it to have fucking performance issues. Now that story turn, that was not to be expected. It's just like a major fuck you to the players, at least in my opinion. To others it might not be. The holy man, it's just, I don't know. How long are these fucking things, man? I just want to like, God damn. This character blend shape artist. Yeah, with all that fucking feathering going on, I'm just now getting angry. I'm just now so mad. Like, the ending was beautiful. And I had a feeling that it would just end off, like, really quickly after the last episode, the second to last one, technically. This is the last video, or unless you're watching just my review in general. It had so much promise, man. Yeah, cubic motion. I'm just now looking at all these people. Cinematic animators. Chris Watt. Claire Gravis. You know what? I gotta give credit to what credit is due, though. The actors were great. Now it's like I'm reviewing a fucking movie. Script was fucking amazing. I mean, Marin and Cal. Yeah, I was fucking hoping that was gonna happen. They're like, oh, they're now actually in a relationship. I was waiting for that to happen. And it did, and it's great. Business development lead. Nobody cares about you. Able Games Foundation. Oh, okay. Is that it? I guess it is it. Talent. Okay, acting talent. Cameron Monaghan, Cody Fern, Danu Robick, Deborah Wilson, Nusher Dalal, Tina Ivlev. Okay, I don't know who those people are. Well, most of these people, I don't know who they are. Oh, they have a cutscene. Place I can call home.
Well, it's not exactly what we expected. But this place is our home now.
Yeah, Grease. Yeah, I guess it is. Still got a lot of work ahead of us.
It will take time to contact the hidden path.
And find the anchorites.
And build a saloon. I mean, the place is creepy, but it does have franchise potential.
This belongs with you.
It belongs with all of us. What do you think, kid? Should we give it a shot?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Good for you, Kata.
Oh, that's the spirit. Oh, that's great. Come on. I'll bet you're hungry. I'll make you something to eat. Did you ever have a scaz stick?
Animation issues. I'm just so mad. Alright, journey complete. Fuck me. New Journey Plus. New Journey Plus free perks. Don't give a fuck. Yeah. Overall rating 6.5 out of 10. Mainly because that last third of the story was a major fuck you to the players, in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough and me bitching for the last maybe 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Have a good time. Bye.